For Angela, God knows who cares and who doesn't. And Angela cares. And so this is a gift from her would-be mother-in-law that she can carry with her and grow with and maybe even expand and make better. That's how life works. Make it great. Make it count. Make it matter. Because it does. To love. Good morning, sunshine. Today I woke up with my stock I had made yesterday. Chicken stock, veggie stock, vegetables, and chicken. And I didn't know if I'd have the energy to actually can them, but I'm not canning them. I'm doing as my grandma did. I'm just going to put the stock, which is boiling again there now. I kept it overnight in the cold storage after removing the chicken, and let it sit in the cold storage overnight. And then I boil it again, and I sterilize lids for my cans. Just put them in boiling water for a minute. That's how you sterilize. So now, according to Grandma, you can put these in the fridge and they'll last forever without canning, without water bathing, without pressure cooking or whatever. It's easy. So what I'm going to do is pour the hot stock into these jars, all sterilized. And then I have mesh to strain the veggies. I'm going to put the lids on tight and you listen to them pop, and they'll pop apparently. And then you put them in the fridge and it's good to go. No pressure cooking, no water bathing. Just boil the stock. The second time, put a clean lid on it, sterilize balls, put it in the fridge. If you don't believe me, why don't you peel some potatoes? Put them in cold water. You slice them any way you want, french fries, whatever. Keep them whole. Just make sure they are covered in water by an inch. Now, if you do that with your potatoes and put it in the fridge, they will last a long time, over a month. So if you have leftover potatoes with peels on them and you're afraid they're going bad, peel them, put them in the fridge with water. You know, sometimes our grandparents were pretty dang smart, eh? Have a great day, everybody. Hi, guys. How about creating chicken stock, homemade, no additives, no preservatives, not too salty, not too sweet, and not full of chemistry. Back in the day, we used to do our own chicken stock, why do we do chicken stock? Well, it's the foundation of everything good for you. And all it contains it's water, it's salt, it's chicken, vegetables, chicken with the bone, right? Vegetables. I put garlic, carrot, onion, parsley. But I didn't have a whole chicken this time, and so I only had chicken legs. What are you going to do with chicken legs? You can do the same. It's got bone. So what I did yesterday, I had about 10 carrots, about 10 celery stalks, 3 garlic, big bulbs, 3 garlic bulbs. Filled up my pot about halfway with water and salt. And I put in the leftover carrots and celery and onion and garlic that I had in the pot with the water, and the 8 chicken legs I had. So after it was simmering for a couple of hours, you take the chicken legs out and you cover it with some of that stock and you put it in the fridge. And you let the veggies continue to boil away. Simmer, simmer down, make it concentrate. In total, I simmered about 3 or 4 hours. Now, what I got out of the little bit of vegetables and chicken I had, let me show you. Remember, each jar and each meal is packed with all the vitamins and minerals and health I need for a day. And I can mix it with any sauce or any soup. Put it in whatever you want and make your own healthy meal with a good foundation. Always a good foundation is stock. Now you're wondering, what do you do with Kraft Dinner? Well, you know what? I don't use the cheese, that's chemistry. But I didn't have the noodles that I wanted to make a chicken noodle soup now. And I can make 2 more jars. That's how much I still have left over. So I'm going to make chicken noodle soup, but I wonder what kind of noodles should I make? I didn't have any that I liked. And then I saw back in the back of the cupboard, that old Kraft Dinner crap. They got noodles. That'll work perfect. Not the cheese, just the noodles. I'm going to add 1 carrot for color and some parsley flakes for color. And that's it. That's a chicken noodle soup. And I'll probably get 2 good jars. I'll share one with the neighbors, and the other will be my lunch. Oh, I almost forgot. I had leftover from the stock, and I have 2 to put in the freezer. They're about 500 mils each of the little baggies of stock, in case I want to put it in something I need more healthy than what I've got. All right, I better get busy. I got to pick these chicken legs apart and put the chicken in the soup and get it over to the neighbor. Always remember to share your creation, to line up with the divine intention of love and appreciation of our human senses and healthy bodies, mind, and soul. The soup took 2 minutes when I have stock ready. Added my meat from the chicken leg bones. Added the carrot. I grated it up. Grated carrot for color. And I added parsley. And the Kraft Dinner noodles. And it's going to make another full jar. I'll make it for the neighbor. And enough chicken noodle soup for a couple of days at Nana's. And what did I have in my fridge? Chicken legs, carrots, celery, onion, and big garlic bulbs. But the biggest or best ingredient is simmering with love and patience. Because I'm going to be honest, this looks easy, right? Easy peasy. But what is missing are all of my mistakes along the way. Yeah, I made mistakes. I don't go running to a recipe book. I adjust. I adapt based on my own tastes and flavors. For example, I put too much parsley in it. I had to take some out. I made all sorts of mistakes and mess. Oh my God, this is a disaster. But it looks all tidy. What I'm saying is, my grandma said, take your time. Appreciate what you're doing at the moment. Imagine the health you and your family are gaining out of a little bit of veggie and chicken bone, water, and salt. Bon appetit. It's Nana Marie in Quebec City. Still kicking. Still kicking. Ta-da! Bon appetit. And do you remember what I started with? It turns out I needed those. I remember the leftover stock I had in little baggies that I was going to freeze, right? Well, it turns out I needed those little baggies to add to my chicken noodle soup. Soup du jour, soup of the day. Because the noodles were sucking up all my juices. So I added the 2 little baggies, and then I made 3 jars of chicken noodle soup with the stock, with the chicken leg meat, with the carrot, and with love. It's ready to go. But it cannot sustain in the fridge for more than a couple of days because it's not processed, right? Or sterilized with these, like these ones. So give them away or eat it up. Chicken noodle soup. It's so easy when you have a foundation of stock. And I had leftover mac too, but I don't want to add it. It'll suck up my juices. So I didn't need the little baggies, but I have 7 solid jars of food of such a little bit. And you can create so much more when you use your imagination to create rather than destroy yourself, right? Keep your mind occupied. Spend all day doing this. Do something else like music or crafts. It's about your human senses, health, mind, and body. But it's also really, really good for the soul. And in my next video, I'll show you how to make homemade milk and formula.